What's up, everybody? You know who it is, and welcome to another edition of Tell It How It Is, No Filter. I want to start right away with giving Jay-Z his flowers. I'm from Brooklyn, Bed-Stuy, and I don't know if it's a regional thing when you pick your inspirational influences, especially when it comes to your craft and what you love to do. So for me, it's music, obviously. So is it because I'm from Brooklyn that Jay-Z is one of my top guys that I look up to as far as this music thing? But it doesn't have to be demographic. I mean, geographic like that. Because another guy is Eminem. If you know him, whoever who knows me close, and Eminem's from Detroit. So, and I've never even been to Detroit. So I don't think it's geographical. But anyway, flowers for Jay Z because in the Brooklyn Public Library, that's downtown Brooklyn, Grand Army Plaza, they have a grand opening of the Book of Hove, a 40,000 square foot exhibit in collaboration with Rock Nation. This free exhibit makes full use of the library's expansion, with the front of the institution wrapped with his lyrics, a jazz grant crafted mural in the building's atrium, and 6 zones dedicated to the music's icons, career, and legacy. I think this is dope. Like a library, for real. The big reveal occurred, I don't, when it says last night, based on when I filmed, it may not correlate with their timeline. So during the star-studded pre-opening party with Jay-Z, Beyonce, their loved ones, and family, friends were in attendance. Outside the library, a band orchestrated by Jay-Z's engineer Guru played a jazzy medley of Jay-Z hits such as Rock Boys, Where I'm From, and Can't Knock the Hustle. So this is a big thing. You know what I mean? I don't know a hip-hop artist, if that'll happen again, in correlation with a library really promoting and co-signing like this. And on outside of the building, there's lyrics, Jay-Z lyrics on it. This is a big deal. I mean, that's dope. I don't know if any other genres of music where they have the artist's music written on any historical building or landmark. So it goes on and on. I'm not going to really stay here long. Jay-Z's story is a uniquely Brooklyn story. It's privileged. This is dope, bottom line. You could Google and research yourself to dig deep for this. I don't know if they have set times, or do you have to set up an appointment to go see if you want to see this exhibit. I feel like it says it's free. I think you could just pull up, and if you're really curious to see how it was designed, I mean, I may go. I can't say, I'll give his flowers from afar. But they have a whole bunch online about this and how it came to be. So you could indulge if you choose to. So I'll open up with that. Flowers. Go ahead, Jay-Z. Do the damn thing. I'm going to switch up the order from how I had this, because I want to start with this instead of what I really had. And I got suggestions from folks. We're going to do that second. All right? So I'm going to switch up the order. If you are easily provoked, you are easily controlled. Damn. Do we realize how quick we snap? How fast something that might aggravate us or just take us out of what we were currently doing and how our current view was. So this is on the drop of a dime. You could be going about your day, minding your business, and something just I've been there, trust me. So what this statement is saying is you may need to take a step back. I don't know if it's some breathing exercises. You just talk to yourself, try to calm yourself down, because you don't want to fall into this narrative, because it's big facts. If it's so easy to get you out of your character, you have no control of yourself. So I thought that was big. That's why I wanted to start with that. Everybody's story is different, so you can sit here and debate this and go, well, you don't understand, and a series of events could have already transpired prior, and you were already close to on one, and all it takes is like one more. We human, I ain't asking for perfection, so you're right in the sense of if you have an ongoing series of things that already have you a little shaky, that they're only going to judge what you wilded out for, though. Nobody's going to go to the backstory and say, well, he lost $20 5 minutes ago. He got a ticket. whatever you want to present to yourself once you get caught up to explain why you wilded out, it's not going to matter. But I get it. But if you can still, no matter how pushed, you know what I mean? I mean, you're going to have a debate regardless. You can't please everybody. No one's going to really fall in line perfectly because everybody has their own issues and everybody has their tolerance of what they can take or whatever. Just know, though, that if you don't adhere to this, you are a victim of this because it is big facts no matter how much you might try to defend why you do what you do. Because the world isn't made for you. We all got to live here. So nothing's, special treatments. Everybody has, when they're up, other people are down. You have your up and other people are down. This is not where everyone's kumbaya at the same time. You know what I mean? So get through it. Try to hold it down. If you were on a good path though, and you do have important things to do, important things that you are responsible for, people who are relying on you, you have to take this into high considerations. You know what I mean? I know there's a lot of ignorance out there where if there's only them, they only worry about them. They don't give a fuck. It's day to day. They could snap like a twig, and you know what I mean? So I thought that was dope, though. Don't let nobody control you. You're supposed to be in control of your own life. All right, here go the suggestions. I'm grateful for it. People throw shit my way, and I like to address it, even if it's not the strongest. So the first one, these are probably open and shut, though. Your best or close friend's partner makes a move on you. What do you actually do? Do we really have to? Thanks for who suggested this. I'll put your name in the timestamps. Your best or close friend partner makes moves on you. What do you do? This doesn't matter if it's male or female, female or male. I mean, I think we have this war, right? This playful war, men versus women, in a lot of relationship aspects and views. But I think I stand behind the women more on this one because I think, unless she's like a snake, I feel like your woman will tell you more. Damn. Yo, it depends on the dynamics because there's guys that are, you think that's your man's, but he not really your man's. Let's base this on the accuracy of the friendship. If it's really a real friendship, no snake shit, no jealousy, no hate, no shit, some underlying foul shit. If it's all the way ride or die, they taking a bullet for you, it might be even Steven across the board. So the men, they'll tell their mans, yo, your girl, is wildin'. I feel like the females, they'll tell their homegirl, your man is. So everybody that's solid, that should be an immediate telltale. Like, we snitching all the way. Like, your partner is wildin'. What the fuck was this? So that's addressed immediately. I don't want to really, you don't really got to dissect this because if you don't got real friends, then you already know how that'll go. We could draw all kind of scenarios. But I'm pretty sure the person who suggested this to me, you wanted raw to the point. And if y'all are really tight and really solid, that is being revealed immediately. Immediately. Now, if you want to go into the dynamics of what do you do to the person making these moves, you chin check them right away. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you wildin'. You wild for the night. So you would attack that right away and also contact your friend to tell them of what transpired. Now, again, I can't repeat it enough. If it's solid, they'll take your side of the story as truthful, especially if it lines up with you checking the partner about the moves that were made. So, boom, that's it. Open and shut. There's no thinking. There's no debate on that. Again, we're not going to go into if they're not solid. And I guess that's a good test to find out. I mean, you don't want it that way. You should want to know prior to this scenario, God forbid this is a real scenario, that you need verification that this is your real friend. You know what I mean? I would hope that you would already be able to vouch. Feel me? So that's that. Is texting your ex Happy Father's or Mother's Day a big deal if y'all have children together? Thanks for that suggestion. I feel like I addressed this before. Like, it does. Those man-made holidays is like, if everybody's doing their job and what they supposed to, I don't think it takes a separate shout out. This, I'm sorry, this doesn't matter. Like, again, if you're doing what you're supposed to do, there's no verbal praise needed. You're supposed to just be handling your business as parents. The child is good. I feel like it's the child that will give you any verification or love on this. So, you know, if your child tells you Happy Mother's Day, even if your child does, you know, like if your child doesn't live with you, y'all are separated, your child is with the other parent, or if they're with you, in any way you set this up, right? As long as, if you want if you want to feel good about it, if the child itself tells you Happy Father's or Happy Mother's Day, that is, I can understand. But as partner to partner, I don't give a like, you shouldn't care. And it seems to me like the only people that would care are 50-50. They're not 100 all the time. They may not be doing the best job as a parent. And they need a little, how you call that? Like a little hyping it up, a little put the battery in. Maybe I could do better. How am I doing as a parent? You know what I mean? Like, I hate to clown it, but if you know you doing the best you can, which is no real blueprint, by the way, you're just going off instincts, protection, providing, you know what I mean? And you're just really doing your best genuinely. That's all it is. You know, your blessings will come, or not even that you really deserve blessings. Life will be good for you because you're taking responsibility. Will it be perfect? No. And whatever you specifically want may not come from this. You can't do things or be a certain way and look for something back. Either that's how you are, or you faking. You feel me? So there's no need for this. I appreciate the suggestion. I know people have conversations about this. I know there's ways where you could say, oh, if you're moved on with another partner, does your partner feel a way about you doing this? And all those kind of ways to break that down. But I feel like, again, moral of the story, handle your business. There's no need for this text. There's no need. Happy Father's Day. Only from the child. You feel me? Or children. Parent to parent. No, I don't need it. I don't need it. Do I have to give it? I don't feel like I should have to give it, and I don't need it. Bottom line. Thank you for the suggestion. More. Falling in love involves pain. This is a good one. Reference. When you actually fall, you get hurt, right? Based on the fall, how hard you fell, you may get a little stinger, right? So, shout out. Again, all these are from people. I will try to put in the timestamps, their social media, to shout them out, or I'll just shout them out in general. I think this is good because it's a risk, right? But I don't think the aspect of the risk is tied in with this statement. So, when you fall in love, you make yourself vulnerable, right? Because there's no need to protect yourself, like have your guard up anymore. Some people are good at still holding it up a little bit. I know this is almost like a fairy tale too, because who really falls in love anymore? I mean, you may, but how long do you stay there? But the pain part. Okay, so this may not work for everyone, but I want to take this from a different angle. You can't really feel pain if you don't put yourself out there, right? So we don't want to be negative. I don't want the message to be negative initially and all the time. So now, if you were the type to fall in love, after you hear this, you'll say, well, I'm guard up forever. No. Falling in love genuinely and you receive it back is a beautiful thing. And it used to be what was expected in this life back in the day, our parents, grandparents, etc. Like, I know for a fact that I witnessed this as a child. You know what I'm saying? Like the actual genuine shit where the couple is together till somebody dies. Like that shit really used to happen. Today, that shit may not happen. You feel me? And today is a whole selfish thing about people only want things or be in situations for the things they can get out of it or the convenience of it, or you know what I mean? It's all these motives. So it's real huge to hear something like this, but still be able to be aware and give it a chance. So I like it because I feel like if you're that type of person, you're looking for love, you can fall in love, you give your whole self to someone that you feel deserves it, of course. You have to do research and court and you know what I mean? Do all your homework. You can't just, I meet you, couple of days, couple of combos, and boom. But it is a dope feeling, and you have to protect yourself. You have to look for signs, immediate signs. You can't try to ignore it. So that's why this statement makes sense. Falling in love involves pain, because I think some people just fall and then they ignore shit, and then when it's like you miserable down the line, what happened? Yeah, because you let the falling in love blind you. So that's what the falling in love blinding you. That's where the pain comes, because you're being naive now. Because a human being is still a human being, and just because you saw some good there doesn't mean it's for you. Lessons are learned in small time frames. It's not about what you go through your entire life. You learn shit in little windows. Like, oh shit, like I need to pay attention to that. So that was dope. Again, thanks everybody for your suggestions. I'm done with the suggestion part, and I'll be right back, part 2.